They say data given. Data given. A vibrating string is sounded with the 288 Hz turning fork, and the 3 beats are counted per second. The string is then loaded with a small amount of wax. Now, this is the frequency of the turning fork or frequency of the turning fork. Frequency of the turning fork, we can say frequency of the fork equals to 288 Hz. 88 Hz. This is the frequency of the fork. Beat frequency before. Beat frequency before loading. Beat frequency before loading, we can say FO. Beat frequency before loading is equal to 3 Hz. Goes to 3 Hz. The string is then loaded with a small amount of wax, and the 3 beats are counted per second. Now this is beat frequency after loading. Beat frequency after loading. Beat frequency after loading, we can say FA equals to 2 Hz. Goes to 2 Hz. What is the frequency of the string? Frequency of the string. Frequency of the string, we can call it as a frequency 1. Frequency of the string. Frequency of the string, we can call it as a frequency 1. Now we ask the A. Frequency of the string, frequency of the string. Frequency of the string is equal to how much? This is A. Now we can say from frequency of the string actually must be greater than the frequency of the turning fork. Must be greater than the frequency of the turning fork. Frequency of the string, frequency present in the string, must be greater than the frequency of the turning fork, because this turning fork is the one that you plug on the string. Now the frequency of the string must be greater than the frequency of the what? Of the turning fork. Now frequency minus frequency of the fork equals to we can say equals to beat frequency before loading. That is the frequency of the string minus frequency of the fork equals to beat frequency before loading. Now frequency of the string minus frequency of the fork of the turning fork is equal to 288 Hz, which is equal to beat frequency before loading, which is equal to 3 Hz. Now frequency of the string will be equal to, once you take this one to this side, it will be positive, is equal to 3 Hz plus 3 Hz plus 288 Hz. Frequency of the string will be equal to 192 Hz. Now this will be the frequency of the string. Frequency of the string. Frequency of the string. Now we come to second question, that is B. What is the frequency of the loaded string? Frequency of the loaded. We are finding the frequency of the loaded string. That is the frequency of the loaded. Frequency of the loaded. Now we say frequency of the fork. Frequency of the fork. Frequency of the fork must be greater than the frequency of the loaded. The frequency of the fork must be greater than the frequency of the loaded. Now frequency of the fog minus frequency of the loaded equals to BT frequency after loading. BT frequency after loading. Frequency of the fog is equal to 288 Hz minus frequency of the loaded equals to frequency BT frequency after loading, which is equal to 2 Hz. Now we take this one to this side. Now frequency of the loaded will be equal to 288 Hz minus 2 Hz. Now frequency of the loaded will be equal to 286 Hz. Now this will be the frequency of the loaded fog.